What do Walt Disney, Gary Vaynerchuk, and Tony Robbins all have in common? They're all three my mentors. Welcome to day 3 of the VEDA challenge put on by Amy Schmidhauer over at Savvy Sexy Social. And today's topic is actually on who is your mentor. And so I consider all 3 of these men my mentors, or to be my mentors for different reasons, and we'll talk about why in a moment. But first I want to talk about the fact that, clearly in Walt Disney's case, and maybe not quite so clearly in the other two's cases, I've never met any of my 3 mentors. And that's not really necessary, I don't think, for good mentorship. All 3 of these men offer tremendous lessons, tremendous guidance and advice that we can draw from them, from their careers, from their personal lives, whether they intended to provide that advice or that guidance or not. And so I don't think it's truly important that you know your mentor on a personal level. Certainly if you have the opportunity to know your mentor on a personal level, that's obviously better. But if not, find the examples of men and women that inspire you and that offer the guidance that you need to get yourself and your business to that next level. And that's what all 3 of these men do for me in different ways. And again, we'll talk about how in just a moment. And yes, this specific topic, these 3 specific men, are very peculiar to me, very, very specific to me and the mentorship needs that I have. But it's critical that anyone in business or in marketing or really in life finds people that they can turn to. Everyone should find someone that he or she can turn to for the advice that we all need from time to time. So that's the major point I want to get across. You know, this isn't directly related to Disney and specifically to marketing, but so much of what we do in marketing, whether we're small business owners or marketing professionals or both, in my case, and in many other cases, we all, especially in business, we need mentorship. That's how we can succeed. There's always going to have been someone who came before you that you can turn to for the advice that you'll need when things get tough. We all get down. We all encounter roadblocks. We all have these problems that we need to get through. So having that mentor is critical. And so let's talk about the 3 guys I've mentioned in the title of this video. So obviously, Walt Disney. I'm a Disney nut, Disney company nut. I created an entire brand around the Disney company and marketing, which I do professionally. And I turn to Walt Disney often, as you'll see on our Wise Words Wednesdays posts every week, that we often share advice from Walt Disney himself, quotes from Walt Disney that address some topic in business or in marketing. And there are tremendous volumes of guidance, of advice, of quotes that we can take from Walt Disney's storied career in the business, in creating the Disney company, that we can take and learn from and apply to our own lives. Specifically for him, because he, by his own admission, frankly, was not the business mind of the company. He certainly had a huge role in that aspect of it, but he was the creative thinker. He was the storyteller. And that's what I turned to Walt for. I turned to him for inspiration in telling amazing stories. Good Lord, that's where the whole Disney company came from, was his ability to tell a great story. He completely immersed himself in whatever story it was that he was trying to tell, or that he wanted his animators or his company to tell. There's video, actually, of him acting out every single part in Snow White. Every single part in the Snow White movie. He acted them out to give the animators inspiration for what he envisioned for the characters and the roles that they played, and their demeanors and their personalities. And come on, who does that? Who can do that? So when I need inspiration in storytelling, which is a huge part of the kind of marketing that I do, Walt Disney's who I turn to. Now, Gary Vaynerchuk. If you are in marketing, you almost certainly know who Gary Vaynerchuk is. If not, if you're a small business owner or just a Disney enthusiast who happens to watch these shows, you may not have heard of him. He is a remarkable guy. He took his family wine business and turned it into a $40 million a year or something wine business from like $3 million a year by using the internet, by using digital marketing before digital marketing was really even a thing. And he has really truly pioneered these concepts in modern marketing methods and how to approach marketing. And so that's what I turn to him for. When I need inspiration about the marketing that I'm doing or that I'm trying to teach, he is exceptionally good at getting right to the core of the matter. Now, fair warning, if you don't know who Gary Vaynerchuk is and you go listen to him, let's say he has coarse language that he uses quite often. And that's fine. You know, I frankly tend to use a bit of coarse language myself when I'm not on camera. But at least in this venue for Marketing the Magic, that would obviously be entirely inappropriate, so I won't do it here. But just like I said, fair warning, he uses very coarse, very direct language when he talks, and that's wherever he's talking. If you hire him to come speak, you better expect him to come speak, because that's what he does. But he gets right to the point of marketing, about finding the right platform to get your message to the right people at the right time. He breaks that down directly. He is no fluff, no fakery. He loathes the hordes of modern influencers who try to get on Instagram or Snapchat and make $1 million without ever having actually done any of the work. He's huge on doing the work. He's very practical in that way, and that's what I love about him, because I'm all about the practical. I'm tired of theory. That's why I started this project, is because I want to offer practical marketing lessons. There's too much of this, well, you should be on Facebook, and you should be on AdWords, and you should have SEO. Well, what does any of that mean? Why? Why should you have it? Why is this channel right for your business? How do you do it effectively? What kind of results are you actually looking for, and how do you get there? That's the kind of advice that I want to offer, and that's the kind of advice that Gary Vaynerchuk offers and that I want to emulate. Now, Tony Robbins is my third mentor, and I'm fairly new to Tony Robbins. I just fairly new to Tony Robbins directly in terms of me listening to him or turning to him for advice. But obviously, I don't think there's a human being in America who doesn't know Tony Robbins if you're over the age of 18, at least know who he is. And I recently came to him after the release of his book, Unshakable, and the podcast that went along with it. He was actually on an episode with Gary Vaynerchuk, which is where I came back across him and decided I wanted to listen to the good Mr. Robbins. And he's been around for a long time. He operates more than 30 businesses, I believe, and very, very wealthy, very smart, very capable, very practical man. My dad actually turned to him for training and mindset, work years and years ago. He had that massive, 396 cassette tape set, and listened to it religiously. And Tony Robbins, there is no one better for what he can do for you, for helping you to be a more grateful person, and how to get your mind right to attack your life in the way that you need to attack it to get what you want out of it, and what you really want, not fame and fortune. Money, while it has its use, and obviously I would love more of it, it is not the most critical aspect. It's not the most critical thing in my life, and it shouldn't be in your life. And Tony Robbins is big on that. Now, Unshakable came out, and his whole purpose behind Unshakable was helping people to figure out how to get their financial life in order and to be literally unshakable. So when the inevitable market crashes come, you and your family and your financial safety and security survive it and actually thrive in it, if you follow his advice truly. And that's necessary. We have to get our finances managed and taken care of, and I definitely need to work on that, and that's why I've turned to Tony Robbins. for both financial peace of mind and life peace of mind. So those are my 3 mentors. I would love to hear who your mentors are. So if you are watching this show, whether you watch it today on April 3rd, 2017, or you're watching it at any point in the future, drop us a comment here on YouTube and let us know. Let me know, who is your mentor and why? What do you get from them? I'm always looking for new people to turn to for the advice that I might need in any given circumstance. So that's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you'll come back and see us tomorrow. By the way, we had our 5th episode of the 1st season of the Marketing the Magic show come out this morning, covering Jack Lindquist, an amazing Disney marketing professional, an example to us, truly one of the Disney legends, created some of the craziest and most amazing marketing campaigns that I think the world has ever seen. We talk about a few of those in today's episode and what we can learn from them. So check that out if you haven't. I will definitely link it in the end card for this video. But like I said, this is day 3 of the SSSVEDA challenge by Amy Schmittauer. So if you want more information about that, if you're interested in doing something along those lines, there'll be a link for that in the comments below, or in the description below rather. And I hope you'll come back tomorrow and every day this month, of course, because we'll be doing a video every single day for the month of April. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year, a great life. Go do what makes you happy. And we'll see you real soon. Thanks.